Hollywood may shine brightly, but it can be just as unforgiving. Behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, even the biggest stars can burn out under intense industry pressure. Over the years, many beloved actors have stepped away to find peace, purpose, or simply a life beyond fame. In this video, we'll explore the compelling stories of 10 actors who left the spotlight to begin new chapters. From quiet retreats to unexpected career changes, discover why they walked away from Hollywood and where they are now. Rick Moranis became one of Hollywood's most endearing comedic figures during the late 1980s and early 1990s, winning over audiences with his sharp humor, gentle demeanor, and unmistakable warmth. After rising from smaller supporting roles, he quickly proved he could carry major films starring in beloved hits like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Ghostbusters, and Spaceballs. For many Americans especially, families who grew up watching him, Moranis became a comforting presence, someone who could make you laugh without ever trying too hard. But at the peak of his success, life changed in a way he could never have anticipated. In 1991, his wife died after a battle with cancer, leaving Moranis to raise their 2 young children on his own. Rather than continue chasing bigger roles and long hours on film sets, he made a choice that many parents, especially older viewers who understand the value of family, deeply respect. He stepped away from Hollywood so he could be fully present for his kids, believing they needed him far more than the movie industry did. What he thought would be a brief pause eventually stretched into years. By 1997, he realized he didn't miss the stress or constant demands of show business. Though he declined a cameo in the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot, he emphasized that he had never truly retired. He simply became highly selective about the work he took on. In recent years, he has slowly returned, lending his voice to animated projects and agreeing to appear in Disney's upcoming Shrunk reboot. Now in his 70s, Moranis lives quietly in Canada, grateful he chose family when it mattered most, and touched by fans who still remember him with unwavering affection. Randy Quaid was once regarded as one of Hollywood's most reliable and compelling character actors, admired for both his sharp comedic instincts and his ability to anchor emotionally complex roles. His rise began with The Last Detail, 1973, a performance so strong it earned him nominations for an Academy Award, a BAFTA, and a Golden Globe, an extraordinary achievement for a young actor at the time. He went on to impress critics again with his intense work in Midnight Express, 1978, proving he was far more than a comedic supporting player. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, he remained a familiar and well-loved presence on screen, appearing in popular films such as National Lampoon's Vacation and the blockbuster Independence Day. In 2004, he even returned to the stage, earning praise for his role in Sam Shepard's The God of Hell in New York. But despite that steady, respected career, Quaid's life took a dramatic and deeply puzzling turn in the years that followed. A series of legal problems ranging from alleged credit card fraud to accusations of squatting on property he and his wife Evie once owned began to overshadow his professional accomplishments. The couple repeatedly left the country after posting bail and eventually fled to Canada, claiming they were being pursued by what they described as Hollywood star killers. Their increasingly erratic public statements, along with ongoing legal disputes, effectively shut the door on Quaid's once promising career. Today, Randy Quaid lives a largely reclusive life, occasionally resurfacing through online videos filled with political commentary and conspiracy-tinged ideas. Though he has expressed interest in acting again, the industry has largely kept its distance. For many longtime fans, his story remains one of Hollywood's most startling and heartbreaking downward spirals. Renée Zellweger became one of Hollywood's most admired actresses after winning an Academy Award for her moving performance in Cold Mountain 2003. By then, she had already built an impressive body of work. She earned her first Oscar nomination for Bridget Jones's Diary, 2001, capturing audiences with her warmth and humor, and followed it with another nomination for her dazzling turn in Chicago, 2002. Her ability to glide effortlessly between comedy, drama, and musical roles made her one of the most versatile and dependable leading ladies of her generation. Earlier, she had starred opposite Jim Carrey in Me, Myself, and Irene 2000, a role that highlighted her natural comedic charm and led to a widely publicized off-screen romance. She also appeared alongside Meryl Streep in the heartfelt family drama One True Thing, 1998. Yet at the height of her success, Zellweger made the unexpected decision to step back from Hollywood. She later explained that the pressures of fame had become overwhelming and that she needed time to reconnect with herself away from public scrutiny. She spoke candidly about wanting to be seen and heard as a real person, not just as the characters she portrayed or the image the industry had built around her. After spending several quiet years out of the spotlight, she returned with a performance that reminded the world of her extraordinary talent. In Judy 2019, Zellweger's portrayal of Judy Garland earned her a second Academy Award and widespread acclaim. Today, she continues to choose her projects carefully, recently taking on the lead role in NBC's The Thing About Pam. Living a more private and grounded life, she focuses on meaningful work and personal peace, rather than the constant chase for fame. Jack Gleeson became a household name for his unforgettable performance as King Joffrey Baratheon on Game of Thrones, a portrayal so convincingly cruel that many viewers admitted they struggled to separate the actor from the character. But Gleeson's career began long before the halls of Westeros. He started acting at just 8 years old through Dublin's Independent Theatre Workshop, a training ground that nurtured his early talent. As a young performer, he appeared in notable films including Reign of Fire 2002 and Batman Begins 2005. His first major critical recognition came with All Good Children 2010, where reviewers praised his subtle and emotionally grounded acting. Beyond film and television, he also co-founded the Collapsing Horse Theatre Company, known for its imaginative and unconventional stage productions across Ireland. In 2012, at the height of global fame, Gleeson surprised fans by announcing his retirement from professional acting so he could pursue academic interests. Entering Trinity College, Dublin, he focused his studies on philosophy and theology, later saying he sought a quieter life, away from the pressure, scrutiny, and sometimes uncomfortable attention that followed his villainous role. He emphasized that acting had been enjoyable, but not necessarily the lifelong vocation people assumed it would be. In recent years, Gleeson has slowly stepped back into the creative world on his own terms. He has taken part in small theatrical projects and appeared in selective television roles, including Out of Her Mind and The Famous Five. Now, in his early 30s, he continues to live modestly in Ireland, valuing privacy, intellectual curiosity, and a grounded lifestyle far removed from Hollywood's spotlight, all while still earning admiration from fans who respect both his talent and his thoughtful life choices. Kirk Cameron began his career as a child actor, appearing in a variety of television shows and films, before becoming a household name as Mike Siver on the hit sitcom Growing Pains, 1985 to 1992. His charm and comedic timing made him one of the most recognizable teen stars of the late 80s, leading to movie roles in Like Father, Like Son, 1987, and Listen to Me, 1989. After stepping away from mainstream Hollywood, Cameron found a new path in faith-based entertainment. In recent years, he has starred in several Christian films, including Fireproof 2008 and Lifemark 2022, where he played Jimmy Colton, the adoptive father of a young man reuniting with his birth mother. The film, produced by the Kendrick brothers, grossed over $5 million domestically and reinforced Cameron's influence in Christian cinema. Today, Kirk Cameron is known more for his outspoken Christian beliefs than his acting career. He frequently appears at faith-based events and uses social media to share his views on family, faith, and culture stances that have at times clashed with Hollywood's mainstream values. Still, he remains committed to his mission of promoting faith-driven content, recently touring libraries nationwide to host story hour events focused on traditional values and prayer. Amanda Bynes rose to prominence as one of the most recognizable young stars of the early 2000s, beginning her career on Nickelodeon's All That and The Amanda Show. Her sharp comedic timing, expressive facial humor, and playful energy quickly made her a fan favorite, endearing her to audiences of all ages. She successfully transitioned to the big screen with hits such as What a Girl Wants, 2003, and She's the Man, 2006, establishing herself as Hollywood's go-to teen comedy star. In 2007, she brought her talents to the musical Hairspray, portraying Penny Pingleton. The film grossed over $200 million worldwide, earning Bynes and the ensemble a Critics' Choice Award for Best Acting Ensemble and a Screen Actors Guild nomination. Despite her achievements, Bynes shocked fans in 2010 when she announced her retirement from acting via Twitter, explaining that she no longer enjoyed the profession. In the years that followed, she faced personal and legal challenges, including struggles with mental health and substance use, which led her to retreat from the public eye. Since then, Bynes has devoted herself to recovery and personal growth. She graduated from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles, and even announced plans for a fragrance line highlighting her creative versatility outside of acting. Though she has occasionally expressed interest in returning to film or television, a full comeback has yet to occur. Now in her late 30s, Amanda Bynes leads a quiet private life focusing on therapy, creative projects, and self-improvement, while remaining deeply respected by fans who remember her as one of the most talented and charming performers of her generation. Daniel Day-Lewis is widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of all time, renowned for his extraordinary dedication to method acting and his painstaking selection of roles. Throughout his career, he fully immersed himself in every character, from the inspiring brilliance of My Left Foot to the intense ferocity of There Will Be Blood, setting a standard few actors have ever matched. His portrayal of Abraham Lincoln in Steven Spielberg's Lincoln 2012 was a masterclass in transformation, earning him a Golden Globe, a BAFTA, and a historic third Academy Award for Best Actor, the most ever won by a male performer in that category. After his monumental Oscar win, Day-Lewis retreated from Hollywood, choosing to live quietly at his farmhouse in County Wicklow, Ireland. 5 years later, he returned briefly to work with director Paul Thomas Anderson on Phantom Thread 2017, a haunting period drama that earned him further critical acclaim and yet another Oscar nomination. Just before the film's release, his publicist confirmed that Day-Lewis would retire from acting, though he offered no detailed explanation for the decision. Since retiring, he has led a private and low-key life, reportedly dedicating his time to woodworking, tailoring, and other crafts he developed a deep passion for while preparing for his roles. Though fans continue to hope for one final performance, Daniel Day-Lewis appears content, living far from the public eye, quietly pursuing personal interests, while leaving behind a legendary body of work that will inspire generations of actors and movie lovers alike. Michael J. Fox became one of Hollywood's most cherished figures thanks to his charm, sharp wit, and exceptional talent. He started his career with roles in Midnight Madness 1980 and Class of 1984-1982, but his breakthrough came as Marty McFly in the Back to the Future trilogy, a film series that has become legendary. On television, he also captivated audiences with Family Ties, and later Spin City, earning multiple Emmy and Golden Globe awards for his memorable performances. In 1991, at the age of 29, Fox was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a turning point that could have ended his career. Yet he continued acting, appearing in films like Doc Hollywood 1991 and guest starring on series such as The Good Wife and Designated Survivor, where he played the determined lawyer Ethan West. His work during this time was celebrated not only for its quality but also for the courage, humor, and resilience he displayed while facing a chronic illness. In 2020, Fox announced his retirement from acting, citing memory challenges that made performing difficult, a moment he compared to a scene from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Since then, he has focused on Parkinson's research through the Michael J. Fox Foundation, which has raised over $2 billion for scientific progress. Though he no longer acts, Fox remains an enduring symbol of hope, perseverance, and inspiration worldwide. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.